Welcome to our first Sunday setup of the year. Today is the 5th of January 2020. If you're watching this video, Happy New Year. On behalf of the Lit Capital team, we hope you've had a wonderful Christmas break and, of course, a nice recharge for the new year. And very simply, what I will be saying to you guys, if you haven't already, be sure to head over to our website, litcapital.co.uk. We have a January sale on at the moment, which will give you 50% off all our services. I'd strongly advise you to take advantage of our sale. Of course, limited spaces will be available. Now, moving forward, of course, if you're watching this video on YouTube, don't forget to hit the button to subscribe, like, but more importantly, hit the bell for notifications so you can keep up to date with our future videos, as they most likely will be setups. Now, moving forward, looking at oil, a lot of you may be aware that we have had a terrible event happen quite recently. Rest in peace to those affected over in Iran. But of course, we have seen, or if we haven't seen, we've heard, of course, Donald Trump has executed a bombing, an assassination on the defense minister for Iran. And now, of course, what we have seen in regards to a reaction is the price of oil has been moving upwards, of course, with a lot of the stuff happening over the weekend. And prior to the weekend shut, the turmoil really kicking in and starting to have some type of actual effect on the market. As we can see, this gap has really shown us what the market is really thinking. So throughout the day, we can expect to see maybe a slight pullback, but in the reality of what we've really had our charts set out, we already had this area as imbalanced. So what we will be looking for, of course, is for the market to come back and fill. Oh, sorry, excuse me. New year, first mistake. No, so the market has actually filled all imbalance. This area above is just simply purely highlighted for our discounted area. There we go. Oh dear, oh dear. Right. So yep, we can see an area above. In here is an area that we would like to see price really climb higher before we look at selling this. Reason being, of course, when financial or economical events happen, I should say, that has a disadvantage on the economy, then we usually see commodities excel. So the more uncertainty or the more danger that we see countries now, especially countries in a lot of commodity power, such as Iran, if we see these countries continue to have confrontation and, if not worse, then we can really only expect to see the price of oil continue to rise before we do looking at getting a big short. But at the moment, if we stick to just looking at the daily candles, realistically, we've had quite a bearish formation. But with that being said, of course, we've really paid attention to what's happened quite recently. And now we want to see what price does around this area. If we get a close today with the new daily candle, if we do get this close above or below, of course, one or the other is going to show us what the picture is really trying to show us. And at the moment, we can see structure potentially being broken, but we just have to stay patient and wait to see what happens. And with this all being said, of course, we always want to make sure we are keeping our ears and eyes open and having a look at how other pairs on the market are also being affected. Gold, this is a pair that we've seen actually just as the market has opened this evening. We've really seen gold push up to as high as 1585, 1589, pretty much could say 1590. I did actually say to a few of our students, as well as just throughout really our support channels, 1616 has been a vastly high interested area for myself. I say high interest. It's an area that I have high interest in. Yeah, 1616, an area I would like to see gold come to. Ultimately, we've seen this nice formation, which really does show us that when we do get a dip, the dip is usually followed by a bullish impulse, depending on what the dip looks like. Of course, this dip is down, so we're looking for the bullish move upwards. Takes everyone out of the game here before price potentially looks at coming back down. But at the moment, the red zone is the mitigation area. So if I really show you the bigger picture, for some reason my trading views been a bit weird today. But yeah, so the bigger picture we have across here, in this area here, we are looking at mitigation. And with price mitigating out of this area, it means now what we want to pay attention to is what prices really, again, with this being a day chart, we want to see how price closes today and show us the picture is painting. Is it closing above some of the bearish structure here, or is it closing beneath it? At the moment, it's come above, it's come as high as, but it hasn't come beneath it. So we're paying attention to this area here, and we're noticing that price has, of course, come up. But again, right now, price is back down where the blue dotted line is. So that does show us, as it stands, of course, price has the potential possibility to push as high to 1595. If not, of course, completing this area, this pullback zone, and really coming up to 100% of this mini swing high, so that, of course, we can call the move a mitigation play and catch this one down. So we are going to stay tight. Of course, Monday is always a slow day. We're never really expecting to see a large move happen. Throughout the week, we don't really have much happening as well. So, this week really is a week just to keep our eyes and ears peeled, to get back into our routines, to monitor the good habits. But ultimately, for myself, I really now will be looking for gold to hit 1616. If not, at least 1600 before I look at shorting this. Otherwise, I will just be watching, probably grabbing a bag of popcorn and enjoying the move, and of course, jumping on it when it's ready. That's me done. I do have a few pairs to go over. Looking more silver, GN, EN, and AJ. These will be pairs I'll keep you guys updated throughout the week. But of course, if you are in our support group chats, you'll be sure to see an update on them as well. Over to you, Jacob.
Appreciate you, Vel. Welcome, guys. Happy New Year, man. Hope you guys are feeling blessed, ready to tackle this year, man. I'm excited, super excited for this, man. But as we can see, with Vel going over some fundamental events, what's happening with Iran, gold, man, oh man, that went crazy as soon as the market opened. But I want to, there goes an alert. I want to actually go over some of the pound pairs because I'm predicting higher prices. I'm hoping to get some bullish momentum this week. Got off of the US news as well. So, we're going to start with GU. So what I would anticipate is I would like this imbalance to be filled, and also this liquidity that it's designing once the market's open to be taken, and then to play back into this area here. So, we do have reasons to go up where it's creating liquidity above, and we also have imbalances also. So I would like to see, firstly, this high taken out. And then, overall, I do think we can get a push higher up into where this area is with 135 area. So on the weekly, the reason I am bullish on it is due to the fact we created a new high. So the body of this candle is closed above. So for me, we should see bullish momentum in order to fill some of these higher prices eventually. I'm not saying it's going to happen this week, but overall, I am bullish on the pound pairs, going off of, what the technicals are showing us. So, we are looking to post setups as we were before. We're in the middle of actually you know, setting up a Discord and transferring from Telegram to Discord. So be on the lookout for that also. So GU, yeah, bullish on this one. Area point of interest I've got is right here. Just waiting for, you know, pre-London session, early hours of the morning to see if we can get a push back down into this area before rising. So that's one of the trades to keep an eye on. GA is another, you know, showing us similar patterns where, get rid of that. Yeah, similar bullish patterns. So I would like for these equal lows to get breached. When the market did open, if we go on the hour chart, we actually gapped up. So I am hoping we get a push down further, and then we get the pull, but the push back up. So I want some of these lows to be taken out first. We never, you know, when the market's open on a Sunday, we're never operating and taking trades when the market's open. Even though gold just now, it went for 300 pips in 2 minutes, but you know, that's a fundamental issue with obviously what's going on with Trump and Iran. So pretty salty about that we didn't get to catch it, but you know, there's going to be other opportunities, so let's forget about it. But yeah, GA similar to GU. We're having, you know, institutional candles play in, so I'm thinking we can get one push into this one, sweep these lows. Any early buyers, guys that are getting in the market now, I think that, you know, we should get them taken out. I'm not sure where my alerts up here. It should be down here. Let's move that quick. Yeah, so GA, GU, very bullish on those. We do have area reasons to go up in regards to, you know, liquidity above. So yeah, I am looking for this trade. This trade should be a good one, probably a swing trade, as we're, you know, we're operating off higher time frames. So yeah, definitely we can get back up into these areas. There's a lot of imbalance as well above, so be sure to look out for that. We will be posting the actual pictures with the setups itself. For the premium signal members, we will be giving you the signals of prices and stuff we're looking to get into as well. So be sure to look out for that. One that correlates with this is Euro AUD. It's pretty similar as well. Very bullish on this. On the Friday just gone, even though the price is gapped. Price showed us a breakout from the range, and in my opinion, it's broken to bullish. So we're now anticipating price coming back down and sweeping the early buyers out. Before then pushing up, the 4 hours not that clear. It's going to go to the 2 hour. So the point of interest would be these 3 candles here. So we got an imbalance that, you know, it should be an excuse for the price to sweep this liquidity, fill this imbalance, and yeah, continue on its, you know, the bullish momentum. As you can see, it's looking like an accumulation pattern. So not got FOMO or anything like that with price pushing up higher. If it did decide to just go away, then so be it. But in my opinion, it does have a reason in order to come back down. So it correlating with GA a bit in regards to it being bullish and showing bullish signs. Yeah, be sure to look out for that. Definitely, we'll be posting this one as well. Final setup for you guys will be on. I actually want to look at. Well, I've got 2 setups actually, so I'm going to quickly check silver for you guys. The daily setup does look great. If I get rid of this fib. So I am actually looking for a reaction. I do expect silver to keep rising. As you know, we just had a crazy impulse on gold. Silver, not so much, but we could get an impulse in silver sometime this week too. But I would hope for a sell off of this area. So nice daily candle before we have this big move down, and then creating this big imbalance. So there is a reason for it to come back up here before then dumping again. But overall, you know, this is the daily chart. Overall on the weekly, we are still bullish. So we could even get a higher up here and then a pullback down. So just waiting for it to play out and show us signs of doing that. But right now, I wouldn't be entering a buy without, some type of accumulation, maybe on a lower time frame. But overall, yeah, we are bullish on this. Now, there could be a buy, but we have to analyze that a bit better before. But on the daily, yeah, for sure, we could get a push up into this area, and hopefully we can catch a short-term sell. As I am bullish on this, but we can catch a short-term sell, and so if anyone does trade silver, it's very lucrative. So be sure to look out for that. Also, Euro USD is the final. It is the final. So on the daily, I'm expecting the 1.12500 area to be breached. It's designing a lot of liquidity. So, definitely look out for this one. So I'm waiting as well for price to come back lower in order to get this move to happen. So it's showing bullish signs, giving us bullish structure, but I'm not playing until my imbalance area has been filled. And also, when the accumulation patterns form on the lower time frames, that's when we're going to look to play. So right now, I'm not too interested. We want to see lower prices on this one before, but just from me doing a bit of studying on this pair does seem to follow gold. So with the impulse we've had on gold, it could continue. So don't quote me on that saying it's going to follow suit to a T, but just from me doing a bit of back testing on it, that is normally what happens. So those are the setups, we are going to be posting them on Telegram, on the Discord and stuff like that. So be sure to look out for them. It's going to be a great week. I'm glad to finally be back. Christmas period's over. Now's the time to really cash in and, get back some of that money we spent on our families and stuff like that. So very, very excited. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to take control of the 50% off on all our services, all our products. It's for the whole month. It's very lucrative. It's never going to be this price, but now's the best time. 2020, get into it. New mindset, new everything. So wish you guys all the best, and we'll be sure to update you on Wednesday with a market update.
Don't forget, guys, every day is money day.